you get on to your highly disturbing. Oh, technically, I'm over 13. Ooh, um, I'm so terrified for some reason. Hey guys, welcome to another stream, and this one's very interesting because I've seen many videos of this game before, and I always wanted to play it. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. Oh my god. Mason. Okay. Okay. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Used to walk to school on days like this, but starting around high school, she would always sleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I'm not gonna do voice acting. No, that's not me. That's mean, MTE. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it be mean if you don't want to. Whatever you say. Hee hee. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, MTE, I've decided on a club to join. A club? I told you already I'm not really into joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join the club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did. In many of our conversations where I just simply go along. Oh, she's on. I was talking about how I'm worried. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Well, all I know, now, I had a thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Do you trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. Well, I got to feel close if it makes you happy. No promises, though. I promise you would try a little. I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree person? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relevant. Oh my god! Okay, text speed needs to be really high. Clubs. Seriously wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Must have to come into the classroom while spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. She's self-aware. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to join your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you would join, come to me. Ooh. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh. Is vice president of the literature club. Not that I ever was aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm not such related because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club that I would bring in a new member. And with cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sarah is really that much of an airhead or if she's so to have planned all of this out. I left out alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. And thus, today, I sold my soul for a cupcake. I digitally follow her across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Full she swings open the classroom door. The new member is here. I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. It's a pleasure to meet you. It says nice things about you. Oh, my PC's battery is running low. Hold up, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Really love this music, though. You bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. MT, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Dot dot dot. Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly. Oh, of course, of course. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. That's okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And Sayori, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. So she's the shy one. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Sounds like you already know Monica. Is that her? That's right. It's good to see you again, MT. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk to each other, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, MT. We made room for you at the table so you can sit down to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get it a little too. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! I'm horrible at doing this. I am so sorry about that. Okay, I have to do my checkup on the stream. Just to make sure everything's going good. Wait a minute. Why is the stream name different? The stream name is totally different. I have to change that. And why did it switch me to... for some reason it switched me to the new Creator Studio. I need a... No, I don't want that. I need to change the name. Really love this music though. Okay, Video upload. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Such videos with stream buffering. Okay, that's a good name. This thing will be called "This Game Gives Me Chills," and I am doing a stream of it because I sold my soul to this game. Hopefully, it saves that. Now I have to make sure that it's going well. Yup, it's going well. Matter of fact, let me turn up the desktop audio. Hopefully that's better. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we make it so cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. And well, you know, just hurry and take one. Siri grabs one first. Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Siri talks with her mouth full that's already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glasses in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thinking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Here we go. But not for, you. I am confusion. Alright. I give up on this use of weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Did you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yuri, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. And don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. What? That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Oh no! Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity on how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So MTE, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, Considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking, as the kid suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. That could change. What am I saying? You spoke without thinking after saying Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her writing. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerses me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ooh. I read a horror book once. I suddenly grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. That's right, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? Wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story could be we think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Yeah, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Here we go. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer, aren't you? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Ooh, I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, MTE? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. No, don't break their hearts. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls say back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, MTE, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super ticked. Then that makes it. It's official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. D, look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class after Star and Monica with my mediocre writing skills? You can already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, MT, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth with four girls. Nori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I will be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make more of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Ooh. I think I'll start with Sayori first. Sayori. What does she like? Oh, or Yuri. We could do Yuri. Pure. Oh, that's Natsuki. Heaven sent. Melancholy. Any whirlwind here. Don't purchase anger. Twirl. Unending. There we go. What else? This one, hopeless. Crimson. She likes them big words. Prayer. Whoa. Okay. Alright. Poop. Misery. Contamination. Incongruent. Wonderful. Oh. Massacre. Doki doki. Oh my god. Vertigo. Yeah. Delicious. Graveyard. Nightcap. Oh, that's her. Disarray. Infallible. Uncontrollable. Atone. Frightening. Hi again, MTE. Good to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for giving your promise, MTE. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Begging you to dive head first into Literature Club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. So you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh, I think he finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Self defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Auntie always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, clean my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh my god. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and MTE can become good friends too. Oof. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know. Wait, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? No, never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her big bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it all at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm very curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like she liked the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. Ooh, I love this music. For a second. But it only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I just wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped by at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly oblivious here that Yuri is telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes on the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. This dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, MT? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive from the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So sorry if I might end up saying something strange or anything. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I will quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. It's fine if I said it right. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. Just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, I'll open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. What the heck? I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri starts it with her thumb after it slips to her side, but in holding it like this, we're hardly even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Oh my, I'm talking way too much. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We could do the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like it's an instant exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it filter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but MTE, it's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems, Doctor. I was wondering when was that gonna come. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri excels spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You kind of calm down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, calling it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? It's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Nasuke and Yuri willingly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh my god, fine. Wait. I'll be right back, guys, real quickly. Came back. We're gonna do Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Dot dot dot. As she's poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth. Whoa, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She chases her finger along with the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. She said there are specific writing habitats that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their own style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form it together. That result is that both of the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can blend for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with the practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives it valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself to me or not. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity to her, which itself kind of funny. After all, is it just supposed to be a literature club? The ghost under the light. The dentils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green of the future. I bathe, come breathing out of the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, MTE. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is actually being simply compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, MTE. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Hi, MTE. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like do activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, MT. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of thing we'll best do. Yeah, that's true. I had a moniker on my poem. Great job, MTE. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it only counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple, indirect words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or relate them deeply and analyze all of the No one says. It can only take years about it, but I'm assuming you're at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry. What about that? Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn new things. I'm sure it'll end up doing something. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the new kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own work of style, but will always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Sounds like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, not very good. You sound very critical for someone who claims to be not very good. That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Oh, let's read then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, can't see. I reel, blind like a film out of something, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of my meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. Which now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on inside, was looking in. Oh no. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? It's still like that. Kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Dang! She's good. Sayori. ... This is a good poem, MT. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why you impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you would write one. Well, I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like that I said before, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't really deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means for her, no. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish a rainy day? You look above, the sky's blue. This is good, but I trust you too. But for you, I can see forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, but it sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. MT, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ooh, painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but better after trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each your own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Wolves can fly. People can try. But that's about it. That is really true. People can try. That's it. We can try. Yeah, I told you that you were gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something, but didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humor with her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I read each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Yeah. Did you say something? Oh, no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to put something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and actually did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ooh! And FTE liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. It's not what I... Oh, maybe you're just jealous that MTE appreciates my advice more than it appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't be deliberately going out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one who magically grew a size bigger as soon as MTE started showing up. Now, what the heck? That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fine, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. MTE, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. if she could get over herself to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. But this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, MT. Wait, there's a reason to have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, MTE? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be... Natsuki's cruel. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. You took my poem seriously. Understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing, no matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, that this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that Natsuki. I think that's enough. You both said something that you didn't mean. You apologized. You didn't. He clutches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps take a walk, clear my head. She doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your face right now. Without warning, snatches her poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. Look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. She gingerly approaches her and sits in a adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Auntie, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of the club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Suki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, man, what thing did Suki say? Never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. But your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, I did a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yuri, what happened earlier? What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that thing kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. MT, it's nice that I could spend it. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes tea. Every day is going to be so much fun. Everyone has gone. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Yuri. As you're on a soldier, I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see her. Okay, let's do this. Oh my god, that was a lot of talking. I have to see the stream's okay. Okay, now we have to do Natsuki. I want to make her feel better. Kitty, playground, Fluffy, love. Oh, that's Sayori. Socks, Papa, Joy, imagination. Oh, Bunny. Um, fireworks. Rainbow. Bliss. Come on. Daydream. Come, Sunny. Come on. Vanilla. Kiss. Valentine. Doki Doki. Nibble. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, I'm T. Still Sayori. Look like you're in a good mood. More talking. My mouth hurts right now. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Ooh, does not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Well, why that all of a sudden? No reason really. Just wanted to look at it. Seriously, she's her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down, lets the content spills into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell him to that's. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Ooh, the smartness. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair. Gotta check something. Skip. We can do that. I didn't mean it at that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and I have to accept the... Let's just skip this. What was that? I don't want to know what was that. More wrapped in plastic. Street glances around. Is this a miracle? That one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but I heard you blab out the cupcake. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Hey, she's actually happy. That's okay. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. What's with this glitch on my bottom thing? Jeez, just eat it. Cheers. Take a big bite. So good. Bit my tongue. You're going through lots of wrong cookie. Let's only take a bite of our own cookie. Yours really good too. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Ooh, but yours is so chocolate. Why do you think I gave you that one? Ooh, fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Terry gets out of her sleep, goes behind her, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand. I raise up to nudge Sayori offer. There's a leads down takes about out of Suki's cookie. Ah! Hey, did you seriously just do that? Toss away to safety. Aaron and I laughed as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Suki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... Wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Door swing opens. Sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. Didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chooses the club over her... Monica chooses the club over her boyfriend. You're so strong-willed. What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances around me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? The last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, MT. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Just to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has settled down. Just trying to make sure that everything is good. Oh, let me check the stream. Yeah, it got messed up. I knew it. What if I do this? I'm trying to fix the stream because the screen broke just now. Please tell me this worked. Whoa. What was that? Okay. Mary's back to her book and Suki disappeared into the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. Approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Please, there's a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? Hard to bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. The little volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatched it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga that slips the volume right into the middle of the... much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Perfect Girls is a series I've never heard in my life. That probably means either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through to the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I can tell you one thing, MTE. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, I pulled out the first volume of Perfect Girls in the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She stuffed the book right into my hands. I stared at the cover. It featured 4 girls in colorful attires, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. I grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? That's because it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Tsuki crawled out her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this closer either. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. Open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I didn't notice. I could feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It's like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is it going to be plot? Obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps to get you to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, they're all kinds of drama, like when they get into their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It's like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gave me a little shove. It just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? Doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get the baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Aha. Definitely not a coincidence. I think that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. Because it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? There's not... I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I couldn't even bring it up without them being all like, still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monaco was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? It's paid off at the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Aw, totally forgot that happens. Puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Should we be talking about that yet? Just finish this chapter. Which sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to just sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone, are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Couldn't your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Thought you would do cozier. Nike suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Uncle just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow, I want to get part way through the volumes of part. My phone shows if I get through this. But if I suppose of a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face, or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Right then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. Natsuki, since I spent time with her. ... Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know... Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know. Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems this cute. I mean, right, well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem is cute. No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Ziggy shoves my poem back towards me. Reading again, I thought it was not so great after all. It's too cute and doki doki. It would only impress, you know, those who like those kind of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real Puro is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, prickly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends starts like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Wow, this poem is a subjective one. More on the subjective side. Oh my god. Not bad, right? quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. Whoa. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in the poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes it can explain complicated issues with much more simpler analogies, and helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about everyone who thinks It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. Well, at least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people couldn't too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to write away from. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so I can look forward to it. Okay. Hi again, MTE. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying to yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I would count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Alright. I like it, MTE. Really? It's not cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Silverstein? Or Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems could be easy, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So if you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that, sort of, maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors. Whoa. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless symphony of meaningless noise. The noise. It won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing. Sighing, like playing the chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing on a vinyl on a pizza crust. Endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Nutty? It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Marika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing on a difficult decision. Whenever that happens, don't forget to save your game. Wow. I just got chills just now. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my goodness, this is so good, MTE. Hmm? I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Siri. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I, Siri? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I also have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Geez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of us later, you know? So when I read your poem, it's just not a poem. It's an MTE poem. That makes it feel like just, yup, a poem by yours truly. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. He hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Eh. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I like it by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting a little hurt at some point. Eh? Well, don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. Because I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That word. Bittersweet. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. That's unexpectedly poetic. Oh my god. Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. I should go write that down then. You can read my home now, okay? Bottles. I found my scalp like the bit of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all woven together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, in the bottle, and all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes below to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more balls. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets in the crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally all done, I opened up the cupboard. They all come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frequently put them down. Oh no, they're holding them out to each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against through the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo inside my head. Oh my god! I don't know if this was me, but this one's dark. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Yet it even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing's like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Thanks to best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always been a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. One of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Guess Yuri's next. This is pretty good, MT. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing style yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect for you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's the only way to try to enable yourself to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. It's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? No, it's definitely The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack or whatever it says. My attention was caught by the scuffling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my straying tendencies as a wandering human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more, the exciting beauty of my existence was a symptom. The bread was my hungry curiosity. The raccoon. The moon instruments its phase and reflects that much more light of a cutting knife. There is some light that glints in my eyes of a raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken follow me. You say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes more hungry more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood because I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. It's a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. See that? It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know what's it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right, a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. If I take it at a face value, then I can't figure what it's supposed to mean. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about someone, about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're hurting anybody. My voice hurts so much. Well, that's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Thank you for sharing it with me. Well, if I hadn't embraced my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. If everyone could get some. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. I'm getting tired. Sorry, guys. I'm getting tired. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We'll only use more decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during events. You know, but tell us what we're going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it today. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. So he's putting it in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Who's been calling a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't really start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it shakes their head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand what they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone else just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite the poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, Then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people form, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. About expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it all takes standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least he could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? I guess I don't really have a choice. It's everyone. Head of a Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. You'll be fine, Yuri. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect it to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I do it next? Of course. Let's see. Flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then hands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Well, Yuri's far up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she smilingly to the podium. The poem is called... To Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. But thinks that he starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past through the first couple lines, her voice changes. It looks like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she initiates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone enjoys me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want anything, we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Now next then. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry I giggled. Sayori. It's all harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of what you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem that will come out that way. Sayori begins to... Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I would probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice always gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finished, and we applaud. Great job, Sayori. Even MT liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? The spirit of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Don't understand. I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. That might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. And you need to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Don't make me go before him to eat. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well to lower everyone's standards a little before I do it. It's okay. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. I was like I have much selection what to read. I just have to go with stand up instead of in front of him. Podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy in it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. It's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Then just leaves you, Natsuki. Use out of receipt and makes their way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because they're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Huh, well. Do you feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just for my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a price, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so I guess you won't have too much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you'll have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets to let me know ahead of time you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. You know, it doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleased and really surprised that you're putting in all this effort. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue with that. As for the festival, I think we're planning tomorrow. Then we're having Monday's the big day. I can do this. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, nah. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, MT. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have been already changed, but today Sayori is being a little bit more quieter than usual on the way home. Sorry, I was spacing out. Let's think about something from earlier. Like how I get to. So fumbles with their words. So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Welcome, Sayori, because I could do nothing about Natsuki because sometimes we have to try something new. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I think I would be afraid of what she'd do if I turned her down. Isn't she cute and fun to be around? Something to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez, just not leaving any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. Not long before you don't need me anymore, you know? Did you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're setting things in your head right now. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so, the conference chose off and I left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I wouldn't hate to take it away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen that time? I need to take a breather now. Okay, Sayori. She likes happy and sad, so happiness. Clearly, Sunny. Oh, that. Feather. Whoa. Okay, I know she's like sad, but Why jump wonderful romance runs? Despise. I love this. Massacre, oh my god. That's clearly Yuri, but I guess want to do some of Yuri. Sugar. Oh, nothing it. Bed. Oh my god. Oh my god. I guess warm is. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm doing this in a very confused way. I was very confused at that. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. We're just practicing piano again. Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm sure, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just today, Jansuki? Not Natsuki. I'm not thinking about our part of our festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on. Arjun, you don't like squid? All the people... I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you all, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Come on. Not how you say my name at all. Although that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as yours. Excuse me? Where is Yuri anyway? Oh, there you are. So you're sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Put my hand. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jesus, you worry too much about me. Fine, see? Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I don't know what to say of that. This might sound a little strange, but I Have you noticed anything up with Sayori? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it into a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know her a lot better than I do, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you have anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her. Sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just having a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I think that maybe the thing on her mind is you, MD. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? I probably shouldn't say too much, but so talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's an extra light. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. No, Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's like it's not any different now. It's always been so funny. MT, have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Cause that's just how is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so just forget about what I said. I'll try to go to her, so try not to think about it for now. Oh my god. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. It's just she's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. Something bothering you, and you just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, some you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. Now, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. She's been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if it is something happened to her. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then she would be the first person she would go to, right? Some people just have these days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, he probably doesn't want you to worry about her because that's not important. What did that last part say? Whatever. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. I should have thought about it from the start. Mitsuki fills with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Yeah. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. So much to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Oh. I was like, what happened? How's the stream going? It's been going for 1 hour. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything's back to normal. Everyone's going to retrieve their poems. Making eye contact with Monica, she smiles that way. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Hmm. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? I wrote it for you. Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. It makes me really happy. You're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, MT. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? Oh, nothing. I'm just a little bit tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. Don't worry about me, okay? Wait, if you insist. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Why are you gonna go home early? Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, alright, she feel well out of humming herself. Hmm. Well done, MT. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? I meant to write it to Sayori. I definitely did a lot of mistakes. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is sharing their writing when seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. It's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club, but it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, MTE? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know. And as always, I believe it's not important. It's boring and destroying myself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? You write things for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink to come to these sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking. Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Beach. Are marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of each majestically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and expressive bliss, but beneath grays and clouds, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I stick my toes into the ultimate bonding line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to know that this share. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I wonder that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that you you say that like you didn't even want to write about it. You haven't heard. After saying, once again I will. who was amusing that we wrote about something similar in each different ways, so Natsuki wanted to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like this. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but I suppose it's not so bad to write about something as simple on an occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Hi, MT. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. Would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look to this poem. Sure. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't get. The way she talks to you, it sounds like you two really care about others' well-being. Even if you show it in a different way, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading a poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. I like Sayori, but in any case, Sayori has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes one with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? That's totally unexpected. To each your own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Anyways, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Last adrift the sky, the victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. Well, when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilled sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall even more gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and no end to her gaze. The lady knows everything, knows what I am thinking. But before I speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too physiological or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about the things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyways, here's Monaga's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into, but if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything they want into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? It's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah, doesn't blow me away, but there's nothing I really hate about it. It's not it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, yeah, I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. Like, but you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonders over the years. But today I have a special place I wish for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Watch your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in the footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember that the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you have let long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, yours take on it with a little bit more solemn. Well, that's, geez, she better not have anything said about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that one, making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being a kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something that sounded a bit unusual. Kitty, we're all done sharing poems, right? That's right. You have yourself an unusual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Straightening the air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right. Sigh. So you always help lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously, of all the times not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything was fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so decide what everyone will be doing. You changed the topic! I already know what I'm doing, that's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them. Different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me out with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I could tell now. Because I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I could tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow up as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? What about that? I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changed as she stares at her desk and focuses and stares nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you empty. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty same. So it'll probably go a long way to help each other with a hand. Always help me out as well. Maybe we should do that. That's. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to such a suggestion like that? I'm surprised I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Not like Monica's giving you your choice, but you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Also, he tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. MT may not like to be around, but if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Oh god, a nuisance. Therefore, you said decorations. Oh, I never said that. Oh my god, the text glitched. The text glitched. Yeah, the thing's so glitched. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to MTE to decide how he would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time yet, you know? So she's interested in. You really just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez, can't we just settle this already? Yeah. MTE, you're okay with this, right? The end is up to you. Of course. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with. Sayori. I mean, I would prefer helping Sayori. We were already neighbors, and Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so I could probably use 2 people. Baking sounded fun. You definitely agree. Just a minute ago, you were saying that's because. Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. That's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, MT? Me? Well, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Not for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Suki starts pouting too. It's not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering for help. That doesn't mean. Goes back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Nutsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. The cookies will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Raises her hand and turns to face her other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuki's the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. But, okay, but I'm staying here for a bit longer. I've really got anything to do, okay, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Simply to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally said you literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't have a way to contact me. That's true. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'll give you my number, okay? Better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? That's why he gives me her number. Coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, coming home to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? Just figured this morning I would go to your house. Yeah, that's right. Like I could. Yeah, like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me. Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me. How do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad's home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. I'm gonna show you why. So you better look forward to it. Oh, didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. Not like I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to pick with someone else before. That is all. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shook my head. Why do I feel nervous about Sayori? Why do I feel nervous that Sayori Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? Not like we feel that way about each other. Because, like Monika said, this is about the club, and I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, I'll have a good time. I fixed it! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but turned into conversations. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other about all the times or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habitat of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom. where I finally find her. Sayori. Hi, MT. I sit down in the room. Sayori first smiles, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Yes, you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that? Sayori already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it was just me and Natsuki then. Yup. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. Listen, I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, MT. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You're really putting me in a trap, MT. But, you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just saying it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You just make me say it, aren't you, MT? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've really had bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. No reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am. I go to school, I eat, I make friends, I make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, MTE. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Because I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feel like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. I decided to trust the world to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, That's what I'll do. No MTE. Did nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped, that could have helped, is if everyone could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pulled her in a tight embrace. Empty, Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy because you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. MTE, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being around, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing into my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. MTE, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I wanted her to know what I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, MTE. The only time I'm not feeling anything is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's all I want. I promise. I think that would be it would be nice then. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other places. I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. But don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. It's been only a few minutes back at home, and actually awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I knew it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. So, hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you bought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Wait, what? What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, MTE? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? Regard the bag and Natsuki holds out to me. Gah, this is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. I am impressed. Seems like I always underestimate you. Because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. He hits a fist in my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people when they will think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school and we're getting started, or are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? Just a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind just like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like yours doesn't mean you should treat me like. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyways? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? What? Who else? Man, let's just start it already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, MT. He smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up with her precious baking. MDE, where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference though. Come on. Not putting any heart to this at all. Can you just try to have fun? I'm having fun. Not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about how following the instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it than in the end if just look at it because everyone's eyes lighten up. I cannot talk today. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Manaka's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I get stuck with the whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Oh yeah, it'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. She'll need to beat the crap out of it. After 2 seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See, as if to emphasize, she sticks her finger in the icing to pops it in her mouth. Artling starts to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. Push harder, just my finger to reach the icing. I turn and scoop with the same finger. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it in my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. You know what? Take this. and wipes it off, shoving her finger towards my face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Ha ha ha! Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. I knew I didn't mean. You know I don't mean it. It's fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Did you just... Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. MTE, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Something burning? I thought she didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Huff. No wonder. You left the dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops. And I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The touch of the moment for stillings or right, but the moment has already been lost. Watch as Naruki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. I abruptly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells so good. Cookies are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as a blast of sweet-smelling warmth fills the room. Look at how cute they look. She probably different colored cookies in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I bought decorating stuff, so I hope you get creative. Here, scoop the icing into the bags. He hands me these nozzles though. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has much of a thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Ah, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event. We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I'm kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea, so... maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, this shows off. Same with you. Let's just do the icing. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me the chance to think about it. Whoa, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to my artwork. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down to 10 cupcakes already. She would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for Blanca, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's her fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. Thank you. Always have this chance. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, you could probably do it. Yeah, I could do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Again, think about the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk with you out, I guess. Feels like that Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went and even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted. Well, guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Nah. What you said before? Well, not having it. It doesn't have at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun Bay could be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, alright? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? He looks at me like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. MTE, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you again. Suddenly, Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Suddenly, he's interested in me. He looks up to me. Suddenly, clutched at the sides of my shirt as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori! Hi, MTE. I need to see how long this has gone for now. 2 hours. 2 hours, everybody, 2 hours. Sayori, just now we weren't. Hey, it's okay, MTE. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so that's too bad. I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow. It's fine. So just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Cliff flustered. Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. I thought you didn't want to come. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. I had to come over to see it for myself. Like what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you're having with Natsuki, how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears had to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, MTE? It's supposed to be happy for you, but I feel like my heart's splitting in half. It hurts me so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I just to be here. Sayori. Just don't say that. It's true, MTE. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't be wasting your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have put me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just Monica. Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, MT. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? Scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. Just to myself. MTE, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And then, it's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Do you remember how I said I know it knows what's best to you? So believe me. It's weird, wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. You'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need more is for things to be like they always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Her smile through an incredibly pained expression. This is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest. Just try to pull about this. Sorry, it's okay. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I know this whole time there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. It's just so I could get the answer I need to hear. The other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do want me better than anyone, MT. Trust you with anything at all. So this small finally breaks. Almost done. She turns around and drops to her knees. Ah. Catching her head with both hands, she screams as she loudly as she can. So sorry that I didn't know how to react. Sayori looks over to her shoulder, flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left hopelessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can't comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something right, something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided it's a little bit too much. You stupid idiot! Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking her 2 trays. Mitsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond, thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But no matter what, I'm sure the event will be great too. MTE, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Sayori would be here by now. Marika's placing little booklets on each side of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to all the poems we've been performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. She overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important should try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for MTE. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammered, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, alright? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Grab one of the pamphlets on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people who hit the club more seriously. Yeah, and I thought so too. Flip through the pages. Each member's poem is nearly printed on its own pages, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yori's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. MTE, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from anything else that Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go to Sayori, so. Alright, try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Don't bring a big deal. Let's wait for her or look up. If that's a simple gesture of working her to school, it makes her really happy. Yeah, the music volume's pretty up. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house. I don't knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. picking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just it it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. So you wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Oh no! Then everything will be. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts have kept me telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Something I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance. I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Living my life is more worth than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. Now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Oh no. Oh no. I really don't know how to feel about this right now. Holy crap. Hello, I'm KR, and yes, I do have a Windows computer because my Chromebook died recently, and I had to get a Windows computer. Oh my god. What did I just see? Wait, the game's frozen? Oh my god. No way it was frozen. Oh no. I am so sorry. The whole game was frozen this whole time and I didn't even know. Let me reiterate what happened. Like, it was probably for the better because there was a very disturbing scene. Basically, one of my best friends just killed herself. Basically, this is what happened, and I helped make cupcakes with a friend. What the heck? I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance away from her arms. Slowly moves to any time she might draw. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you. I've read this before. The heck? It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time that I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on the games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day isn't as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. Before I pack my bags up, pack my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them you would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. MTE? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me generally feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in... This thing's getting a little bit... being distorted. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity of on how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? I'm starting a new one. God dang, you can't do this to me, game! A literature club! Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members or for something that sounds so boring. I can see that. But it's not really that boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Him, T.E. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Ah, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask to join, but if you could, this favor is my club, it would make me really happy. Please, well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I should check it out. Oh, awesome, you're really sweet, MT, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? We'll look for trios another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open to the classroom door. I'm back. but a guest with me. This feels so weird. It's incomplete. Whoa. Eh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, MTE. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. Ziri, the vice president. What? She's the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature, timid, seemed to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into MTE in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you bought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I don't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, MTE? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You gotta put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki fully agrees. There's different roles, all interested in the same goal. Natsuki must really work harder to find these two. Yuri turns to the table carrying a set of tea. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole set of seats in the classroom? Don't worry. The teacher gives us permission. I'll be right back, guys. This is really freaky. 'How long have I been streaming for? I really need to see. Two hours, almost 3. I will continue to do this. I will continue to soon. My save files are gone. Yeah. We'll continue this soon. Thanks for watching. Couple of subscribers. See you guys in the video. Goodbye.